Every senior is completely overlooking motorcycles in 2025 that could change your life forever. These bikes made for mature riders will cause you to never have back pain ever again. Let's dive into the 15 motorcycles for senior riders that everyone is forgetting about in 2025. Starting off in our number 15 is the Honda Goldwing Tour DCT, a motorcycle so comfortable it might as well come with its own concierge service. This bike represents Honda's flagship touring motorcycle, a machine that has redefined what it means to travel long distances on two wheels. This isn't just a motorcycle with some touring accessories bolted on. It's a purpose-built luxury touring machine that happens to have handlebars instead of a steering wheel. Honda has spent decades perfecting the Goldwing formula, and the current generation represents the pinnacle of their touring expertise. What makes this bike special isn't just its size or features. It's the way Honda has engineered every component to work in harmony. From the engine, to the transmission, to the suspension, everything is designed to provide effortless, comfortable touring. The Goldwing Tour DCT is what happens when engineers are given the mandate to create the perfect touring motorcycle without compromise. Powered by a silky smooth 1,833cc flat-six engine, producing 125 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque at just 5,500 RPM, this beast delivers power like melted butter sliding down warm toast. With a top speed of 125 miles per hour, it's not about going fast, it's about getting there comfortably. But here's the kicker. It comes with Honda's brilliant 7-speed DCT automatic transmission. No more clutch fatigue in stop-and-go traffic, no more stalling at red lights while your arthritic hands cramp up. At $28,400, it's not cheap, but consider what you're getting. The riding position is pure genius. Upright, comfortable, with armrests that actually work. The seat is so plush, you'll forget you're not in your favorite recliner. And storage? 110 liters of space means you could pack for a month-long vacation and still have room for souvenirs. Sure, it weighs 833 pounds wet, but Honda's low center of gravity makes it surprisingly manageable. Plus, with reverse gear and walking mode, parking becomes less of a wrestling match and more of a gentle dance. For senior riders dealing with reduced upper body strength, this is a godsend. The heated grips and seats come standard because Honda understands that comfort isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Think comfort peaked already? Think again. Number 14 brings Bavarian engineering that's so smooth, it makes long rides feel like cheating. Meet the BMW R1250RT. The R1250RT is BMW's answer to the question, what would happen if we took everything we've learned about motorcycle touring and built the perfect machine? This bike represents decades of BMW's touring expertise, refined and perfected into a machine that makes long-distance riding feel effortless. BMW has always been known for their touring bikes, but the R1250RT takes that reputation to new heights. This is a bike that treats 500-mile days like casual afternoon rides, a machine that makes you arrive at your destination more refreshed than when you left. The RT isn't trying to be the fastest or the flashiest, it's trying to be the best at what it does, which is covering serious distances in serious comfort. Built with a 1,254cc boxer twin that produces 136 horsepower and 105 pound-feet of torque at 6,250 RPM, with torque arriving earlier than your morning coffee at just 2,750 RPM. This isn't just about numbers, it's about the character of power delivery that makes every twist of the throttle feel natural and predictable. With a top speed of 130 miles per hour and starting at $20,945, this isn't about speed, it's about effortless cruising. But what makes this special for senior riders is the electronic suspension that adjusts automatically to road conditions and load. No more crawling around on the garage floor trying to adjust preload settings with arthritic hands. Think German engineering was impressive? Just wait. Number 13 flips the script with American luxury, so over the top, it'll make you question if your hotel room's even trying. The Indian Roadmaster represents the rebirth of American touring excellence. This isn't just Indian trading on nostalgia. This is a modern motorcycle company that happens to have a legendary name, building bikes that can compete with the best in the world. The Roadmaster takes classic American touring bike styling and backs it up with modern engineering, reliability, and features that actually work. Indian has spent years perfecting the Roadmaster, and it shows in every detail. This is a bike that understands that touring isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about enjoying every mile in between. The Roadmaster combines the best of American motorcycle heritage with modern technology and build quality that rivals anything from Europe or Japan. What sets the Roadmaster apart is its attention to the details that matter to real touring riders. This isn't a bike designed by committee or built to hit a price point. It's a machine designed by people who actually ride long distances and understand what makes the difference between a good trip and a great one. Starting at $31,999, the Roadmaster combines classic American styling with modern convenience in ways that make perfect sense for experienced riders. The 1,890cc Thunderstroke 116 engine delivers 126 foot-pounds of torque at just 2,900 RPM and 108 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. Translation: effortless power that doesn't require wringing the bike's neck to access. This engine is designed for the real world, where you need pulling power for two-up touring with luggage, not peak horsepower numbers that only matter on a dyno. The attention to detail is staggering. Heated and cooled seats, premium audio system that rivals high-end cars, and storage compartments everywhere you look. The 5.25-gallon fuel tank provides excellent range for those who prefer fewer fuel stops. Thought we were done with underrated comfort kings? Not even close. Number 12 hides luxury and power behind a low profile, and what it does better than the rest will just surprise you. The Star Venture is Yamaha's entry into the premium touring market, and it's a bike that proves Japanese manufacturers can build world-class touring machines when they set their minds to it. This isn't Yamaha trying to copy Harley or Indian. This is Yamaha applying their legendary engineering expertise to create a uniquely capable touring motorcycle. What makes the Star Venture special is its combination of Japanese reliability with American touring comfort. Yamaha studied the touring market carefully and built a bike that addresses the real needs of long-distance riders. The result is a machine that doesn't compromise on comfort, features, or reliability. The Star Venture represents Yamaha's understanding that touring riders want bikes that work day after day, mile after mile. This is a bike built for riders who actually use their motorcycles for serious touring, not just weekend posing. It's the kind of machine that makes you want to plan longer trips because you know it can handle whatever you throw at it. While everyone's talking about Harleys and Indians, Yamaha quietly built one of the best touring bikes on the market at $2,999. The 1,854cc V-twin produces 106 horsepower at 4,750 RPM and 123 pound-feet of torque at 2,500 RPM. Smooth, reliable power with Yamaha's legendary reliability. This engine is all about usable power delivery, with massive torque available from just off idle. The 5.8-gallon fuel tank ensures you're not constantly hunting for gas stations. The real genius is in the ergonomics. Yamaha studied how real people ride real distances and designed accordingly. It's built for comfort, not speed records. But that's not the only Japanese comfort we have. Our next Japanese bike is a cruiser that is so sensible, it makes other bikes look like they're having a midlife crisis. Right at our number 11 is the Honda Rebel 1100 DCT. The Rebel 1100 DCT represents Honda's modern take on the cruiser market. This isn't Honda trying to build a Harley clone. This is Honda applying their engineering expertise to create a cruiser that actually makes sense for real-world riding. The Rebel 1100 DCT takes everything Honda has learned about building reliable, efficient motorcycles and packages it in cruiser styling that doesn't sacrifice function for form. What makes the Rebel 1100 DCT special is its practicality. This is a cruiser designed for people who actually ride their motorcycles, not just polish them in the garage. Honda has created a bike that looks good, but prioritizes usability, reliability, and real-world performance over image and posturing. The Rebel 1100 DCT is proof that you can have cruiser style without cruiser compromises. It's a bike that understands that modern riders want the look and feel of a cruiser, but don't want to sacrifice the reliability, efficiency, and ease of use that Honda is famous for. Don't let the Rebel name fool you. This isn't a bike for rebellious teenagers. At $10,799, the Rebel 1100 DCT is Honda's answer to riders who want cruiser style without cruiser compromises. The 1084cc parallel twin engine from the Africa Twin provides 87 horsepower at 7,000 RPM and 72 pound-feet of torque at 780 degrees Celsius, 4,750 RPM. Modern performance with excellent fuel economy. The 3.6-gallon tank provides decent range, and the fuel economy averages around 50 miles per gallon. But the real star is that DCT transmission. It transforms stop-and-go riding from a chore into a pleasure, especially for riders dealing with hand or wrist issues. But not every senior wants a cruiser. Some wants to go off-road in comfort. Speeding right into our number 10 is the BMW 1250 GS Adventure, an adventure bike so comfortable it feels like you're sitting on your pillow. The R1250 GS Adventure is BMW's flagship adventure touring motorcycle, a bike that has redefined what adventure riding can be. This isn't about extreme off-road riding or jumping sand dunes. This is about comfortable, confident riding on any surface you're likely to encounter. The GS Adventure represents BMW's understanding that most adventure riding happens on pavement, gravel roads, and well-maintained dirt paths, not in the middle of the Sahara Desert. BMW has been building adventure bikes longer than almost anyone, and the R1250 GS Adventure represents the culmination of that experience. This is a bike that can handle serious off-road riding when needed, but excels at comfortable long-distance touring on any surface. It's the kind of bike that expands your riding horizons without requiring you to become an extreme athlete. The GS Adventure is proof that adventure bikes don't have to be intimidating or uncomfortable. BMW has created a machine that's approachable for riders of all skill levels while still being capable enough for serious adventure riding. It's a bike that encourages exploration while providing the comfort and reliability that experienced riders demand. At $20,345, the R1250 GS Adventure isn't about jumping sand dunes, it's about comfortable, confident riding on any surface you're likely to encounter. The 1,254cc Boxer engine provides 136 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 105 pound-feet of torque at 6,650 RPM. Smooth, predictable power delivery that never surprises you. Weighing 549 pounds wet with a 5-gallon fuel tank that provides excellent range and modern electronics like traction control, ABS, and multiple riding modes mean the bike helps you ride safely rather than fighting against you. But that's not the only iconic brand that provides back ease. Our next contender is so refined that it learned how to be reliable without losing its soul. Getting into our number 9 is the Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special. The Street Glide Special represents the evolution of Harley-Davidson from a company trading on nostalgia to a manufacturer building world-class motorcycles. This is what happens when Harley applies modern engineering and manufacturing techniques to their traditional touring bike formula. The Street Glide Special proves that you can have classic Harley style and character without sacrificing reliability or functionality. This bike represents Harley's commitment to building motorcycles that work as well as they look. The Street Glide Special isn't just about image. It's about creating a touring motorcycle that can compete with the best bikes from any manufacturer. Harley has finally figured out how to build bikes that satisfy both the heart and the head. The Street Glide Special is proof that American motorcycle manufacturing has come of age. This is a bike that combines the best of Harley's heritage with modern technology and build quality. It's a machine that doesn't require you to make excuses or compromises. It's simply a good motorcycle that happens to be a Harley. Harley finally figured out how to build a touring bike that works as well as it looks. At $28,999, the Street Glide Special combines classic Harley style with modern convenience and reliability. The Milwaukee 8114 engine, 1,868 cc, provides 119 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 RPM and 100 horsepower at 5,020 RPM. Plenty of torque for two-up touring without the vibration that used to rattle your fillings loose. The 6-gallon fuel tank provides excellent range, and the Rushmore platform ergonomics are genuinely comfortable for long distances. What makes this perfect for senior riders? It's a Harley that doesn't require constant maintenance or mechanical sympathy. You can actually ride it instead of working on it. If you thought that only cruisers can be practical, our next adventure bike is so practical that it makes other ADVs look like they are compensating for something. Presenting our number 8 is the Kawasaki Versus 1000 LT. The Versus 1000 LT is Kawasaki's take on the adventure touring market, and it's a bike that prioritizes practicality over posturing. This isn't about looking like you're ready to conquer the Dakar Rally. This is about building a motorcycle that excels at real-world adventure riding. Kawasaki has built the Versus 1000 LT for riders who want adventure bike capability without adventure bike pretensions. This is a bike that can handle light off-road riding when needed, but excels at comfortable highway touring. It's the kind of machine that makes you want to take the scenic route because you know it can handle whatever roads you find. The Versus 1000 LT represents Kawasaki's understanding that adventure touring is about the journey, not the destination. This is a bike built for riders who want to explore new roads and see new places, but don't want to sacrifice comfort or reliability in the process. It's an adventure bike for people who actually adventure. At $14,399, the Versus proves that adventure bikes don't have to be intimidating. This is an ADV bike designed for real-world adventure, like comfortably covering 500 miles in a day without needing a massage afterward. The 1043 Inline-4 provides 120 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 75 pound-feet of torque at 780 degrees Celsius, 7,500 RPM. Smooth, linear power delivery that's never surprising. The narrow profile helps shorter riders, and the 5.5-gallon fuel tank provides excellent range. The suspension is tuned for comfort over capability, and the wind protection is excellent for a bike in this class. Not every bike on this list chases thrills. Number 10 is so practical, it makes you wonder, is boring the new badass? Conquering our number 7 is the Honda NC750 XDCT. The NC750 XDCT is Honda's answer to the question, what would a motorcycle look like if it was designed purely for practicality? This isn't a bike that's trying to be exciting or impressive, it's trying to be useful. The NC750 XDCT represents Honda's understanding that many riders simply want reliable, efficient transportation that happens to be on 2 wheels. What makes the NC750 XDCT special is its complete lack of pretension. This is a motorcycle that knows exactly what it is and doesn't try to be anything else. It's not trying to be a sport bike, a cruiser, or an adventure bike. It's trying to be the best possible commuter and utility motorcycle, and in that role, it excels. The NC750 XDCT is proof that sometimes the best choice is the boring choice. This is a bike for riders who have outgrown the need to make a statement and just want a motorcycle that works day after day without drama or fuss. It's the kind of bike that makes you appreciate the simple pleasure of reliable transportation. Sometimes the best choice is the boring choice. At $8,999, the NC750 XDCT isn't going to win any beauty contests or set any speed records. What it will do is provide years of reliable, comfortable transportation with minimal drama. The 745cc parallel twin engine produces 58 horsepower at 6,250 RPM and 51 pound-feet of torque at 4,750 RPM. Smooth, efficient, and reliable. The 3.7-gallon tank provides decent range, and the fuel economy is exceptional, often exceeding 60 miles per gallon. The DCT transmission eliminates clutch work entirely, and the frunk where the gas tank usually sits provides 22 liters of practical storage for everyday items. If Honda got your attention, don't blink, because number 6 is about to flip the script on everything you thought you knew about British bikes. The Triumph Tiger 900 GT isn't just refined, it's suspiciously polite. The Tiger 900 GT represents modern Triumph at its best, a company that has learned to combine British character with modern reliability and functionality. This isn't the Triumph of old that required constant maintenance and mechanical sympathy. This is a modern motorcycle company that happens to have a legendary British heritage, building bikes that work as well as they sound. Triumph has created something special with the Tiger 900 GT, a bike that provides the character and soul that British motorcycles are famous for, but with the reliability and build quality that modern riders demand. This is a machine that satisfies both the emotional and practical sides of motorcycling. The Tiger 900 GT is proof that you don't have to choose between character and reliability. Triumph has built a bike that provides the distinctive British motorcycle experience while meeting modern standards for quality and dependability. It's a machine that makes you fall in love with riding all over again. At $15,400, Triumph built the Tiger 900 GT for riders who want adventure bike capability with touring bike comfort. The 888cc triple engine provides 95 horsepower at 8,750 RPM and 64 pound-feet of torque at 7,250 RPM. Character and performance in equal measure, with a soundtrack that makes every ride feel special. The 5.3-gallon fuel tank provides excellent range, and the electronics package is comprehensive but not overwhelming. The suspension is tuned for road use rather than off-road heroics, and the build quality is typically Triumph, solid, reliable, and built to last. Think that was the only touring bike that nailed it? Think again. Kicking off our top 5 is a Japanese sport tourer so versatile, it makes the rest look like one-trick ponies. Meet the Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. The Tracer 9 GT represents Yamaha's evolution of the sport touring concept. This isn't just a sport bike with a fairing and panniers bolted on. This is a purpose-built sport touring motorcycle that understands the unique demands of that riding style. The Tracer 9 GT combines the performance and handling of a sports bike with the comfort and practicality of a touring machine. Yamaha has taken their excellent MT-09 platform and transformed it into something that can handle both spirited canyon carving and comfortable long-distance touring. The Tracer 9 GT is proof that you don't have to choose between performance and practicality. You can have both in the same machine. The Tracer 9 GT represents the future of sport touring. Bikes that are comfortable enough for long distances but still engaging and fun to ride. This is a machine that makes every ride an adventure, whether you're commuting to work or exploring new roads on the weekend. At $14,699, the Tracer 9 GT takes Yamaha's excellent MT-09 platform and transforms it into a capable sport tourer. The 847cc triple provides 117 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 69 pound-feet of torque at 7,000 RPM. Exciting performance when you want it, but remaining docile and manageable for everyday riding. The narrow profile helps shorter riders, and the 4.8-gallon fuel tank provides good range. The electronics package includes everything you need: traction control, ABS, multiple riding modes, and cruise control. But not everyone's after a sport tourer. Some want a bike so smooth off-road, it turns rugged trails into a Sunday garden stroll. Slipping into our top 4 is the Honda CRF 1100L Africa Twin Adventure Sports DCT. The Africa Twin Adventure Sports DCT is Honda's flagship adventure touring motorcycle, a bike that has redefined what adventure riding can be for everyday riders. This isn't about extreme off-road riding or proving your toughness. This is about expanding your riding horizons in a comfortable, confidence-inspiring way. The Africa Twin Adventure Sports represents Honda's understanding that adventure riding should be accessible to riders of all ages and skill levels. Honda has built the Africa Twin Adventure Sports for riders who want to explore beyond the pavement, but don't want to sacrifice comfort or reliability in the process. This is a bike that encourages adventure while providing the safety net of modern electronics and Honda's legendary reliability. The Africa Twin Adventure Sports DCT is proof that adventure bikes don't have to be intimidating or uncomfortable. Honda has created a machine that's approachable for new adventure riders, while still being capable enough for experienced off-road enthusiasts. It's a bike that makes you want to explore new roads, because you know it can handle whatever you find. At $16,999, the Africa Twin Adventure Sports DCT is proof that adventure bikes can be accessible to riders of all ages and abilities. The 1084cc parallel twin engine provides 101 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 77 pound-feet of torque at 6,250 RPM. Smooth, predictable power that never feels intimidating. The narrow profile and excellent balance help, and the 6.4-gallon fuel tank provides exceptional range for long-distance touring. The DCT transmission transforms this from a bike that requires constant gear changes to one that lets you focus on the road ahead. If you think that adventure bike was perfect, just wait for number 3, a touring machine so refined it sounds too good to be real. Taking third place, the pinnacle of German over-engineering, the BMW K1600 GTL. The K1600 GTL represents BMW's flagship touring motorcycle, the absolute pinnacle of what's possible when German engineers are given unlimited resources to create the perfect touring machine. This isn't just a motorcycle with touring accessories. This is a purpose-built luxury touring machine that redefines what's possible on 2 wheels. BMW has created something truly special with the K1600 GTL, a motorcycle that provides luxury car comfort and convenience while maintaining the freedom and excitement of motorcycling. This is a machine that makes you question why anyone would choose 4 wheels for long-distance travel when 2 wheels can be this comfortable and capable. The K1600 GTL is proof that motorcycles can be every bit as luxurious and sophisticated as the finest automobiles. BMW has built a machine that doesn't require any compromises. It's fast when you want it to be fast, comfortable when you want it to be comfortable, and capable in all conditions. At $26,945, BMW's K1600 GTL is what happens when German engineers are given unlimited budget to create the perfect touring motorcycle. The 1649 inline-6 engine produces 160 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 129 pound-feet of torque at 5,250 RPM. So smooth it makes other bikes feel agricultural by comparison. Every aspect of this bike is designed for comfort and convenience. The 6.6-gallon fuel tank provides excellent range, and the seat is heated and adjustable. The audio system is concert quality, and the storage capacity is enormous. But it's not all cruisers, tourers, and adventure bikes. Our next contender is a bagger so dialed in, it makes other American rides look like prototypes. Gliding into second place, the Indian Challenger. The Indian Challenger represents the new generation of American motorcycle manufacturing. A bike that combines classic American styling with world-class engineering and build quality. This isn't Indian trading on nostalgia or heritage. This is a modern motorcycle company building bikes that can compete with the best in the world. The Challenger is proof that American manufacturers can build sophisticated, reliable motorcycles when they focus on engineering excellence rather than just image and marketing. Indian has created a bike that looks distinctly American, but performs like a world-class touring machine. The Indian Challenger represents the maturation of American motorcycle manufacturing. This is a bike that doesn't require excuses or apologies. It's simply an excellent motorcycle that happens to be built in America. It's proof that American engineering can compete with the best from anywhere in the world. At $22,999, Indian's Challenger proves that American manufacturers can build world-class motorcycles when they focus on what matters. The 1,788cc Power Plus engine provides 122 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 128 pound-feet of torque at 3,800 RPM. Smooth, strong performance with excellent fuel economy. Weighing 818 pounds wet with a 25.2-inch seat height, the riding position is perfect for long distances. Upright, comfortable, with excellent wind protection. The 5.5-gallon fuel tank provides good range, and the infotainment system is intuitive and responsive. A truly comfortable ride that appreciates the wellness of the rider. But that's just number 2. What about the top spot? At the pinnacle of senior-friendly motorcycling perfection sits a machine so advanced, it's basically a rolling safety cocoon. That's also insanely fun to ride. Taking the crown, the Honda Goldwing Tour Airbag DCT. The Goldwing Tour Airbag DCT represents the absolute pinnacle of motorcycle safety technology. This isn't just a Goldwing with an airbag bolted on. This is a completely reimagined approach to motorcycle safety that could revolutionize the industry. Honda has taken their already excellent Goldwing platform and added technology that could literally save lives. The airbag system represents a quantum leap in motorcycle safety technology. For the first time in motorcycle history, riders have access to the kind of passive safety protection that has been standard in automobiles for decades. This is technology that could change the way we think about motorcycle safety. The Goldwing Tour Airbag DCT is proof that motorcycles can be both exciting and safe. Honda has created a machine that doesn't compromise performance or enjoyment in the name of safety. Instead, it enhances both by giving riders the confidence that comes from knowing they're protected. At $30,700, this isn't just a motorcycle, it's a revolution in rider protection. The same 1,833cc flat-six engine produces 125 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. But the airbag system provides an extra layer of protection that no other motorcycle manufacturer offers. Weighing 838 pounds wet with a 29.1-inch seat height, the airbag technology is revolutionary. It deploys in 0.06 seconds and can significantly reduce injury in a frontal collision. Combined with Honda's legendary reliability, the DCT transmission, and touring comfort that sets the industry standard, this is the bike that lets you ride with confidence regardless of age. A truly amazing innovation by one of the most respected bike companies. Want to see more amazing motorcycles you should buy right now? The video on the screen has even better ones!